Khao Soi Gai, a bull that walked into Thailand on the back of a mule. From the misty hills of Chiang Mai in the old kingdom they called Lanna, where the noodle and the curry first learned to share a bowl. Some say it is only curry poured over noodles. It is so much more. It is two worlds folded into one. The gentle coconut curry of the Thai kitchen and the golden noodles carried down from the mountains of Yunnan. It asks for very little, a little patience, a little fire, and a willingness to let the coconut do something quiet and remarkable. Servings 6. Preparation 30 minutes. Cooking 30 minutes. Total 1 hour. Chicken thighs 1.5 pounds. Coconut cream 14 ounces. Dried spur chilies 8 of them. 1 red onion, 6 cloves of garlic, galangal, 2 tablespoons, pickled mustard greens, 2 limes, a handful of cilantro, chicken stock, 3 cups, flat rice noodles, 16 ounces, tamari, 3 tablespoons, palm sugar, coriander seed, a single black cardamom pod, turmeric, salt, and a little cooking oil. We begin with the chilies. 8 dried spur chilies, resting in warm water 20 minutes until they soften and bloom. While they soak, we toast the coriander seed and the dark seeds hidden inside the black cardamom pod in a dry pan until the whole kitchen turns fragrant. Then we grind them fine as dust. Now, the heart of the bowl, the curry paste, the softened chilies, half of the red onion, 6 cloves of garlic, the galangal, the ground spice, turmeric for its quiet gold, a little salt. We pound them together slowly in a stone mortar until there is no chili, no garlic, no onion, only a single smooth red paste. The chicken waits its turn. We give it 1 spoon of tamari and 1 spoon of the paste and let it rest 20 minutes. Then to the fire. The thighs meet a hot grill, 6, maybe 8 minutes aside until the edges char and smoke and catch. We let them rest a moment, then slice them thin. And here, time slows. We spoon the thick top of the coconut cream into a heavy pot. No stirring. We simply wait. The water leaves. The cream begins to split. The oil rising up from the solid. A soft, patient sizzle. This is the secret the old cooks knew. The crack of the coconut is where the flavor is born. into that cracked coconut oil the rest of the paste. 5 minutes, stirring without rest until it caramelizes and turns deep and dark and aromatic. Then the broth comes alive. The remaining coconut cream, 3 cups of stock, the last of the tamari, palm sugar for balance. We let it simmer, low and slow, 15 minutes while the flavors marry. 2 noodles for 1 bowl. Most we boil, soft and tender. The rest we fry. 10 seconds in hot oil until they puff and turn to gold. Then we build it. Soft noodles in a deep bowl. The hot curry poured over. The grilled chicken laid on top. And the crown, a nest of those crisp golden noodles. Red onion, pickled greens, cilantro, a wedge of lime. History and cultural origins. Khao Soi did not begin in Thailand. It came down from the north, carried by the Chin Haw, Muslim traders from Yunnan in China. For 200 years, their mule caravans crossed the mountains of Burma and Laos, heavy with tea and salt and silver. And somewhere on that long road, a noodle soup traveled with them. The name itself remembers the journey. Khao Soi means cut rice, cut noodles. In the old way, the dough was rolled into thin sheets, then folded and cut into strands by hand. Some say the word came from the Burmese just over the hills, where it means simply noodle, a name as layered as the bowl it belongs to. Then came the turning. In the years after the Panthay Rebellion, a Muslim uprising in Yunnan, families fled south. Many of them settled in Chiang Mai in the kingdom of Lanna, and because they were Muslim, the bowl was halal, no pork, only chicken or beef. And so Khao Soi Gai, khao soi with chicken, became the bowl we know. Today, Khao Soi is the soul of Chiang Mai. You find it in the morning market, in the quiet shop house, at the table of a family who has made it the same way for generations. It is all of northern Thailand in a single bowl. Chinese noodle, Thai curry, Burmese spice, all of it together, still. Serve Khao Soi Gai while the broth still steams, with lime and pickled greens, and a spoon ready for the crisp golden crown, the way it has always been eaten. Khao Soi is the rarest kind of recipe, one that has survived a very long road. It crossed mountains, it changed countries, it changed languages, and still it kept its warmth. It survives because it was never trying to be impressive. It was only trying to feed the people who loved it. And the table, at last, is set.